All right, lads. Welcome back to me podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy. Mick Thomas here. How are you? Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and coming on back. I do appreciate it. Get me wherever you're getting your podcast from, right? Wherever you're doing Spotify and all that stuff. And YouTube, if you want to tune into YouTube today and watch the episode instead of listen to it. The shadow is weird. It makes me look like I have a unibrow. Just like one eyebrow. Like I'm a Russian terrorist. Yeah, also, the other podcast with my good buddy Corey Brooks, the Manxiety Show, also available on all podcast platforms. I don't know where that accent came from. I started that. Come see me live this weekend, the 13th to 14th October in Long Island, on Long Island at the Brokerage in Belmore, Brokerage Comedy Club in Belmore. And the 17th all the way through the 21st, 9 shows at the Comedy Cabana in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Looking forward to heading down there. And on the 28th and the 29th of October, I am also at the Borgata Casino and Hotel in Atlantic City. Lots of Mick Thomas for you in October. I'll start doing November and December dates as we get closer to it. So how are you? How you doing? Of course, I want to open up the episode by apologizing again to the people of Facebook who got offended by a joke. They were very upset. A lot of people were upset about this one. Mainly women and a few simp, weak men, a few white knights, right? And first of all, it wasn't my post. I reposted something and just added a comment to it. So the post was, I guess, one of my all-time favorite times of the year is being brought back. One of my favorite shows, the Victoria's Secret's fashion show, is back. But they obviously do that and record that in the end of September, early October, and then they air it around Christmas time, late December. During the holidays, you're home, you're sick of your kids, and they've opened their presents, ungrateful fucks, mess everywhere, and you go, right, we're done, we've ripped everything apart, we have taken part in this capitalism, in this consumer market, and not at all made it about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ's birthday. Have we done all that? Good. Okay, now that that's out the way, can I watch hot ladies walk a catwalk, please? So that's what they're doing. So I guess, and pictures are starting to, I won't say leaked, but they're posting pictures of one of the, I think they're called, because they're mixing it up this year. Victoria's Secret's under a lot of fire for only showing attractive girls, so they wanted to do the opposite this year and not have, after being on hiatus for a while, of course, so they thought they would come back with a new strategy of just not hot people. Listen, that's what the Victoria's Secret's fashion show was. Remember when Victoria's Secret's first opened up and you would walk, like as a man, you would just walk by the store at the mall and giggle at these just goddesses in the windows, praying that the lady you were with wanted to go in and shop. You know what I mean? Just so you could walk in and see what went on there. What was the secret, in fact? So anyway, one of those hot women when it first started is Adriana Lima, or Lima, Lima. I'm not sure. I think she's Russian or from the Czech Republic. One of those countries where women are gorgeous and will do anything to get out of the tyranny of their awful government and their poverty. But they escaped it because she was made that way, right? She was made that way. And so they leaked a picture of her. Again, I'm using the word leaked. And it was her on the catwalk, and they did a side-by-side from when she first did it and when she did it now last week. And she's in the same outfit, looking exactly the same. And above that was written, I didn't write it, above that was written, imagine being 35 after having 2 kids and still looking like this. Boom. Mick Thomas screenshotted it with the comment, with the side-by-side of the hot lady. And then what I posted on top of it, my comment was, I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing, I don't go back and read my own shit, and it was something like, I think it was, so what you're telling me is I shouldn't show this to my wife and go, I'm only saying, or something like that, right? And that was it. Boom, put it up. A few people laughed at it, a few people liked it. Some people started fighting amongst themselves. Well, that's what happens when your full-time job is to look good, right? You know, the excuses of why you're not that. You don't have to make excuses, by the way, for you're not that. You don't have to make those excuses, because we were all given talents. We were all given gifts by God, right? Some of you are just cuddlers. That God gave you the gift of cuddling. God gave them this, right? I was blessed with laughter, I hope. With the gift to make people laugh. And I'm a good listener. And I'm not lactose intolerant. So those are the things God gave me. Humor, good listener, and I'm not lactose intolerant. I can put away a pint of milk, not a problem whatsoever. You may be given another good gift. Like I said, just whatever your gift is. These angels were given this gift of just what they are. Right? So you don't have to hold yourself to that standards. And that's what people had a problem with. Well, that's not realistic. Of course it's not realistic. Because like, men do not look at Brad Pitt and go, oh, fuck, I wish I was that. We don't look at Chris Hemsworth in Thor 4 when he's all naked, just chained up. We don't look at that and just go like, why can't I look like that? We just go, all right, good for you, Thor. And we fucking just get along. We just get on. We get on with it. So you're not supposed to look like that. So don't get mad at people. So I put that joke up, I posted it, and some people did fight amongst themselves. They had that fight about what their gifts were, and she's doing this, and you, blah, 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 blah. And then a bunch of people went after me. I don't know, I think I deleted it, but I could be still up there. It's weird, people are still commenting on it on my Facebook page. I should put it back up, I guess, just to stir the pot. But you know what it is? I'm just sick of I'm going into Facebook to try post something, and I'm just seeing this stupidity play out. So I probably won't go back in there to do it. But anyway, it was just like people like, you're misogynistic, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to unfollow you now. And again, I've said this before. I'm not a wedding. You don't have to announce you're going. You don't have to walk up because, okay, let's get it. Where's the couple? Let's go say goodbye to the couple. Congratulate them. Well, we can't go just yet. They're talking to somebody. Well, when they're finished talking, we'll go up and say goodbye and then we'll leave. We have to get home. The sitter is here. I don't like the people I'm sitting beside. The food is shit. My page isn't like that. Just get up and leave. Get up and fucking leave. You don't need to announce it. Do you think I'm going to chase you? Is that what you think? Do you think I'm going to get up and go, oh no, please don't go. You're the glue that holds all of these thousands of people together. Please don't go because you seem like you're a lot of fucking fun. You seem like you'd be right laugh. Right? So that's what it was. That's what so again, I'm kidding. I'm not apologizing. I don't give a fuck. It's a harmless, simple joke. Right? It's a harmless joke about what... Yeah, well, I don't have to explain to you. What the fuck? I just explained to you earlier. I'm not explaining it again. Right? But that's all I'm saying. The Victoria's Secret's fashion show is never going to be the same again because now they got rid of all these beautiful women and now they've mixed it up a little bit, right? They want to mix it up. They don't want to have hot women anymore. We've got a whole catalogue now. Literally, we have a whole plethora of diversity in the Victoria's Secret. Now, diversity used to be, hey, we got some whites, we got some blacks, throwing an Asian, definitely Hispanic, taking some Russians, right? That was considered diversity. Now, Victoria's Secret's fashion show this year, we have obese ones, right? That obesity is in there. Amputees, there's an amputee one in there. That's awesome, right? I guess I'm jerking off to amputees now. I don't think there's any midgets. There should be a midget. I don't know, Victoria's Secret, if you don't have a midget, stop calling yourself diverse. Alright? Stop calling yourself diverse. Disney already got midgets in the dwarfs, which is the one place you think you would have them in their new live action movie. So maybe if you want to be diverse, throw in some midgets, Victoria's Secrets. Some of the chicks now have dicks. They have penises now. Normal, totally normal. Right, we should have that. More of that, please. And the latest edition is Down syndrome women. So listen, I have over my years and life, and I don't watch porn anymore. I try not to. I have slipped up once in a while. I do try not to watch porn anymore. Just because you get numb to it after a while, right? It just starts off normal missionary. Oh, I'd like to watch a video where they're doing it from behind, and then I want to watch it from. Now you're just trying to get a weird, but I have never clicked on the Down syndrome button, but I guess maybe I will, thanks to the Victoria's Secret's fashion show, right? I might do that too. Just click on the, that's another thing too, when the last time I watched porn, I think it was, I just clicked on the thumbnail because it looked interesting. And it was German porn, right? Did you ever notice when you watch foreigners in porn that they moan in their accent? as well. Like if I stub my toe, like fuck right? That should be universal, right? But apparently people like, it was pointed out to me that in John Wick, when he's killing all the Japanese people, the Yakuza, they're dying with Japanese accents. Like, oh, isn't that funny? Like, they die. So I'm watching the porn, the Germans are like, It's just weird. I thought a moan would be a moan. I thought like it's exhaling from your body. It's an expression of it's good, it's bad, it's weird, it's interesting, it's new. But you whatever. So I just thought I'd point that out. I found that very interesting that we moan in different accents. I didn't know that. Anyway, so yeah, so now Down syndrome people is the new thing we have to look out for. And I got nothing against Down syndrome people. We should have them in our communities. We absolutely should. We should. They should be allowed to work amongst us as normal people. They should be able to have normal jobs. Not all the jobs, though. I will say that. And you can call me a bigot if you want to. I'm sure you will, because we go to the top shelf now with our names. Bigot would be the top, like a top shelf name. I'll up there with racist and fascist, and Nazi, of course, is a good one, just for not having the same opinion as other people. But, so call me a bigot if you will. But I kind of will draw the line when I start seeing, like Down syndrome police officers. And if I'm going to fly southwest down to South Carolina from Long Island to Myrtle Beach, I don't want to open the door and meet Captain Leonard. I'm just uncomfortable. That's just me. You might be braver than I am and go, yeah, fuck it. Let's go, man. Let's just fucking take this shit off and see where it goes. Right? Maybe we'll end up in a mountain. Maybe we'll end up in someplace cooler than Myrtle Beach. Maybe we'll end up in Vegas. Maybe I'll go back to Utah to the mountains. I don't know. But if I see Leonard, and you're probably a better person than me, but I'm not getting on. So I'm just saying, love Down syndrome people. Want them in everyday society. Have them working everywhere. Like if I'm at the Cheesecake Factory and one walks up to me, he or she, and they're just going, hey, I'm here to take your order. I go, all right, mate, write it down, and don't be one of those waiters where you have to memorize shit. Where you go, like, you just, like, you know, the arrogance, and they'll stand with their hand behind their back, and he'll go down the whole table and he'll just memorize. That's not impressive to me. Write this shit down. Write it fucking down. All right. So if the Down syndrome waiter comes over to me and I take my order, he better be writing it down. That's all I'm saying. Because I know Down syndrome ones are not the ones with the great... It's the autistic ones that have the great memories. As far as I know, Down syndrome people are probably have shitty memories just like me. I have the shittiest memory ever. Sometimes I go into one room to get my keys and I forget what I went into that room for, which is 8 seconds ago. Down syndrome people probably have the same brain like that. They're not the ones that can, you know, like Rain Man, can count the toothpicks when you drop them on the ground. Or the M&Ms, you pick up a massive bowl of M&Ms. How many are in there, Leonard? You know what I mean? Down syndrome are not like that, so don't get confused. So if I do have a Down syndrome waiter at the Cheesecake Factory, write it down, Leonard. No problem at all. I'll tip you well. I'll treat him like a regular person. I'm all for Down syndrome people. A lot more than some people, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. In this world we live in of woke, and people are probably going to have a hard time right now. They're already writing their comments just after hearing this part of the podcast, right? They'll go, oh, you're very cruel to... Am I cruel? Well, how about this then? Look at Iceland. Iceland recently, look it up. Fact check Mick Thomas. I love it. Send me if I'm wrong. Iceland just celebrated is a weird word. Celebrated is the word they used, because they have basically no more Down syndrome people. Isn't that great? And you're probably thinking, well, what's in the water in Iceland? What in Iceland? In Iceland? What are Icelandic people doing different? Those big fucking Vikings. What are they eating different? Is it they're not using that much hormones in the milk? That's what it is. They're not on social media as much. Maybe they don't watch the Kardashians, and that type of fucking poison goes into your cum and makes someone pregnant with a Down syndrome baby, although they do believe it's caused by the woman. What's Iceland doing different? That they're able to say they don't have that many Down syndrome people? Here's what it is. The Icelandic people, if you again look it up, don't take my word for it. Don't think I'm a fucking monster. Don't shoot the messenger. When you go to Iceland, they do a scan and they go, looks like you're having a Downs baby. What would you like to do? Get fucking rid of it, right? And they fucking hoover it out. They hoover it out. And they're celebrating the fact that they don't have any Down syndrome people. And it's weird, isn't it? That some people on this page, on the same page, who are like super liberal and super woke and super fucking everything, and I've seen them, they've attacked me on other things, And they'll say something like this, like, "Oh, it's cruel what you're saying about Down syndrome people, and this is a horrible disease and that the other." And you're the same fucking people that are saying, "Yeah, pro-choice. If I find out I'm having a Downsy, get rid of it. If I'm having a Down syndrome person, I don't want it. I don't want it." So it's fine to play high moral up on your fucking high horse, on your throne in your ivory tower, just yelling at people. Down syndrome people are great. Disabled people are amazing. We need them in society. We should have them all. Bless them all. You're having a Down syndrome person in your womb. Get rid of it. Evacuate it quickly. Flush it out like it's a Do you ever press a button to toilet? Do you ever flush a toilet on an airplane? Oh my God. How come we don't have those on Earth? On the flatness of Earth, on our planet, on our flat Earth. Press a button. That's how quick it goes. That's how quick these fucking judgmental cunts want their Down syndrome people out of their wombs. Back to work. Let's try for a normal one. You fucking hypocrites. Hypocrites. Anyway, that was what I was saying about my Victoria's Secrets thing. That's sorry, I've upset a lot of people. You know what's funny? I watched this week. I watched this video on Trump, and again, I'm not political. I'm not political in any way whatsoever. I don't follow. I do watch politics. I keep an eye on it, and we all know, I've explained hundreds of times, that I don't give a fuck about either of them. I ain't voting. I don't vote. I don't trust either of the fuckers. But I watched Trump give a speech the other day, and you've probably seen it. A lot of the part of the clips went viral. And he was up on stage and he said stuff like, someone asked him about the looting, and they're like, "You know what we do? We shoot them." I'm not going to pretend to be a comic who does a bad Trump impression. I can't do a Trump impression, but I feel if I say it in my voice, you're not going to be, I want you to be there. I want you to think it's there. But anyway, so he was like, here's how we deal with the looters. We shoot the motherfuckers. And the whole crowd, of course, goes crazy. Right? Because if you look across the country, looting is just out of control. But that wasn't the part that really got me. The part that got me, he's making fun of Biden, which is fucking great. It's like a roast battle. And he's up on stage and he's making fun of Biden. He's like, "I've been on this stage and I've never seen this stupid stage before. But I see there's a stage to my left, there's stairs to my left, and there's stairs to my right. And if I'm done, I'll just pick which one I want to walk, and I'll just walk off." When he's done talking, he just goes, "I don't know which way to go." And that's not the part that got me. But the part that got me, if you rewind back to the start of that sentence, the start of that statement, he said, "I've never been on this stupid stage before. I've never been on this stupid stage." And all I could start to think was, there's a guy in the back of the room just holding a hammer, a guy who built that stage. And that was the highlight of his life. He was told he'd be nothing in school. He told he'd never achieve nothing, right? He was just told, you amount to nothing, Carl. We know you're going to be like your brothers and your father. And he's like, I'll show you. I'm not going to be another nobody like everybody else in my family. I'm going to go to stage building school. And he works at a Stop and Shop during the day. And then he goes at night, he takes night classes on how to build stages. And he doesn't see his kids at all anymore because he's working during the day and he's going through school at night, which is the American dream, right? To just sacrifice every fucking waking moment. And he spends 3 long, hard years not playing catch with his kid. The kid just feels abandoned and he's blowing guys behind an Applebee's for attention. And he's off at stage building school. And he's like, this is his moment. He fucking built a stage. And all of a sudden, the family around the TV, he's like telling them all to watch. You're going to see one day, you're going to be proud of your dad. Tune in tonight. You're on this channel. Get up, tell your family and friends. Tell everybody. Trump, the former president, could be the next president, is going to be standing on that stage talking to the world. He's going to be on the stage your dad built. It's not going to fall down. He's on the stage your father built. And you're going to look at him different. When I come home, I'm going to be able to hold my head high. I'm going to be able to hold my head high. And my wife is going to fantasize. She's not going to fantasize about anybody. So when she's fucking me, I'm going to be there. And she's going to be present in the moment. She's not going to close her eyes and think of fucking Chris, the neighbor 2 blocks down who has a 401k. Right? She's not going to be thinking about him. And he's got a Tesla. right? She's going to be thinking about me for once. The president is going to be on my stage that I built. It's all going to be worth it. And he's at the back of the room. And Trump is just... he's like on this stupid stage. And the guy's dreams just flush down the toilet like a Down syndrome baby. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Anyway, if that one doesn't get me cancelled, I don't know which one will. I gotta go. Anyway, listen, come see me live. If you want to unfollow me, fuck off. Anyway, but if you do want to follow me, if you're discovering this for the first time, follow me on all the platforms. Mick Thomas Comedy. It's fun over there. I do get a lot of harassment on Facebook. I'm not kidding you. I prefer Instagram, but Facebook, man. Oh, that's where Mick Thomas goes toe to toe with a lot of people. Anyway, thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Come see me live. Check out the other podcasts and all that stuff. And as always, wash your hands, you dirty fuckers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.